Hello you buckets, I'm Minipa, and today I'm going to show you how I got 100 roses from absolutely nothing. No bells, no flowers, no Nook Miles, no tickets, in just 3 hours of gameplay. And you don't have to go through any of the advanced flower genetics or mechanics. Now let's begin, but first, timestamps. The first step is to get anywhere from 4,000 to 10,000 Nook Miles. I will suggest doing the Nook Miles dailies and then time traveling to resetting them, and it took me about 20 minutes to get about 4,000 miles. While 4,000 Nook Miles is the minimum, I will actually recommend about 10,000 because this will make the breeding process later on easier. Once you have the amount, go to the ADB and use those on Nook Miles tickets. Once you have the Nook Miles tickets, the next step is to get a blue rose. To get our own breeding farm, we must venture into the online market. For this, you will need Nintendo Online. If you don't, you will have to use the traditional method of breeding, which involves a lot of genetics. I'll put the link for that in the description too. It's actually very easy to find an offer for blue roses and other hybrids as well. This is because dozens of people will sell on the online market communities I visit. However, I want to help you get it at the lowest price possible and not get ripped off by people overcharging. While smaller Discord channels with several thousand members can actually give you very low prices or even blue roses for free, these aren't a guaranteed method if you want to do it with any sort of speed. I did saw a guy giving a blue rose for free in my own server. You can definitely try your luck, but I wouldn't recommend it. However, I will recommend doing one of 3 things. Join the Animal Crossing Discord, join the Nookazon's Discord, or use the Nookazon's website to find all the offers. Join my Discord as well, because it's the land of sunshine and rainbows. Link in description. So continuing on, let's navigate all the offers. For the ACNH Discord, go straight to the marketplace and then go to the gardening trade section. For the Nookazon Discord, head to the trade area and go to flower trade. So the idea of using these Discord servers is to find an offer that offers 1 Nook Miles ticket for 1 blue rose or less. For some of you, that's a pretty high price, but that's honestly pretty standard considering the rarity and the work necessary to actually breed in the traditional way. However, you can also offer something lower than that to see if there's any pickers. Now, for the purpose of saving time, I'll just go for the 1-for-1 offer and then we can clone them later. Now, the Nookazon website is actually easier to navigate the flowers. You have a list of everything that's currently offered. Simply go to the website, link will be in description, and then make an account if you haven't already. And after that, go straight to the flower tab. Once you load in, click roses, click blue roses, which should be the 3rd one from the left on the top row. For the most part, the offer you're looking for is the same as the Discords, 1-for-1 or less. Ignore all the people charging more than that because they're absolute clowns. Some of you aren't as keen to spend money or give tickets, but remember, you can breed hundreds of roses from the 3 to 5 you buy in a single day. I did it in 3 hours, and the thing is, each and every one of these flowers can be sold for the same price you bought them at. Even if you just want to decorate your town to get a field of roses, if you want to get all those tickets back, you can just sell 10 of them for 1 deal, and boom, you get all that back and more. So once you found the offer, work out on the DM, give the seller your dodo code, and then they will come to your island. Since you can drop the flower bloods, the seller will actually have to come to your island to plant them on the ground. Once the seller comes, they'll plant the flowers near your entrance, and then you will drop them the payment. Once this happens, the seller will usually bid you farewell, and then they will leave right away because they likely have multiple deliveries to make for the roses. Also, please do not scam these sellers, they are doing their best, okay? The entire trading process took about 25 minutes, which brings us to about 45 minutes of game time. I found a good offer for 5 roses for 300k, so I ended up selling my 2 tickets for 150k each, that way to pay him in 300k. These offers are definitely uncommon, but they do exist every like couple hours. If you get lucky with one, that's pretty awesome, but if not, then I would suggest just buying the 1-for-1 and then make it back later. So the following section is actually pretty simple. It's basically to constantly time travel day by day to make your roses clone itself or grow. Putting your blue roses in a checkerboard like pattern and then watering day by day is the easiest way to get them to grow. There's actually more optimized methods, but I personally think they're too much of a hassle for people that don't want to delve into, let's say, all the flower mechanics and genes. The first stage, which is going from your starting amount of roses to about 15, you will want to use a normal watering can and then water all the roses that you planted. After that, you want to time travel 1 day forward and repeat this whole process again. This is because it takes only 2 to 5 uses to water every rose that you planted, and it saves time from time traveling back and forth a rainy day. Keep in mind that once you continuously water your flower, they will max out with a 14.8% chance of cloning itself each. So if you have 5 flowers, each of them has a 14.8% chance. So you'll roll the RNG dice 5 times. So because of this chances and a fewer starting amount, it took me 1 hour just to get to 15. So this brings us to an hour and 45 minutes. Once you have about 15 roses in the checkerboard pattern, you will want to time travel to December 10th for the Northern Hemisphere or June 10th for the Southern Hemisphere. This is because according to the Animal Crossing guidebook, December 10th or June 10th are guaranteed snow days, so it will always snow no matter what. So why is this important? This is because snow has the same effects of rain. The moment you enter the session, all your flowers will get watered by precipitation or the weather. So you don't have to use your durability for the watering can, nor do you have to waste time trying to water every single one. It was better with fewer roses, but now, snow. At this point, you're going to time travel to one of the dates and enter the game normally. So make sure your flowers actually have the water sparks before you go away. I left the game too early a couple times and it turns out the flowers weren't water at all. So wait for the sparks to appear on your flowers, and after that, press the minus button and then save and end. So once the save complete window comes up, you can actually exit to the home screen and then change the time to 1 day forward. You don't have to close your game, and once you time travel forward, go back to the game and let it load normally. So once the game loads, just click in from the title screen, you'll see Isabelle, and it'll be a new day. Once you time travel to the next day, dig up all the new flowers that grew and then plant them in the same checkerboard pattern and extend it from your original flowers. This is so new flowers can grow in its place. So once you're done, time travel back to the snow day, December 10th or June 10th, using the same technique as before. So at this point, the roses will now grow exponentially. Despite taking nearly 2 hours to get my first 15, it only took me 45 minutes to grow to my 100th. You can decorate an entire field with blue roses in like 3 hours in a single day, guaranteed. You don't need to know genetics, you don't have to delve into flower mechanics, and you don't have to keep track of which genes are each specific hybrid flower. Not only that, you can sell your extra flowers for a lot of profit. If this content helped you, it will mean so much if you could hit that subscribe button. Anywho, enjoy those flowers, and remember, this works for all rare hybrids as well, except for the gold rose, which can't clone itself. A huge thanks to my YouTube members, VexJax and Valazan. Stay awesome, my friends. Like, comment, and hit the bell for a chance to win the Rainbow Rose, which totally exists. Now peace, you shits!